In this video, we're going to add a stair. So I want you to be in your level 1 floor plan, so double click on level 1. And the first thing I need to think about is where my stair is going. So I would like my stair to maybe be on this wall. So I don't think my stair is going to fit on this wall, and I'm going to do a quick test for that. So I'm going to go over to architecture, then click on stair. And then over here under my properties panel, I want to check that everything is how I want it to be. So I'm going to look, I'm doing an assembled stair. That's totally fine. I'm actually going to change it to a monolithic stair, so cast in place stair. And then over here, I need to look at where it's going from and to. So it's going from level 1 to level 2, and that's perfect. That's what I want. So I'm going to come over here, and then let's just draw it out and just see how long it is. So it looks like I need 24 risers, which is 23 feet. So that's not going to fit on this side of the building. So I know I'm going to have some kind of an L stair here. So since I know that, I want to do a little bit of planning to make sure my stair winds up in the right place. To do my planning, I'm going to use detail lines. Some people use reference lines instead. I personally just like using detail lines. So I'm going to go to annotate detail line. And first, I know I need at least 5 feet before my stair starts over here, so that people can kind of get onto the stair. And I'm going to make this just a 3-foot wide stair. So I'm going to draw a box. So I'm going to come over 3 feet, so I can type in 3 feet. I'm going to come up 5 feet, and then over 3 feet. Oh, I did that the wrong way. I knew something was wrong there. So starting over, apologies. So deleting that. Okay, so DL for detail line, so it's like dog line. I'm going to come this way 5 feet. Then I'm going to come up 3 feet and back 5 feet. So I know my stair can't start until here. And I'm actually going to click and give myself a midpoint. Okay, so then the other thing I know is that I need a landing. And my landing is going to need to at least be 4 feet by 4 feet. So I'm going to draw a box over here that's 4 feet by 4 feet, knowing that's going to be my landing. So I'm going to type in DL. I'm going to click on the corner, come over 4 feet, come up 4 feet, over and back. Okay, so that's going to be my landing. And then I also know that I still only want the stair to be 3 foot wide when it hits this wall. So I'm going to give myself a line just so I know where the middle of that is. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it over 3 feet. And then I'm going to give myself another line just from here to here so I can get a midpoint here. So I'm going to need this midpoint and that midpoint in order to draw my stair. Okay, so now I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go over to architecture, stair. I'm going to start my stair at this point. I'm going to put in as many risers as I can fit. So I couldn't quite get to here, right? So I'm going to only do 7 risers here. And then I'm going to draw the rest of them over here. So right here and then coming up. And I want to keep going until I'm done with the outline. It'll say 17 risers, created 0 remaining, and then I click. And so there is my stair. Okay, and here my landing, my landing's fine like that. So I guess what I could do, I could get a little more space in front, which might be nicer. So let's see if it'll let me move this after the fact. I could maybe move this back to here. Yeah, so I can move that back to there, and that gives me just a little bit more space in the front there. Okay, so then I hit the green check mark to say I'm done. So when I did that, I didn't think about what was on the second floor, so I probably need to check that out right now. So I'm going to create a section view so I can look at the second floor. So I'm going to go over to view, grab my section tool here, and then I click here, come straight down, click there. And then I'm going to right click here and go to view. And now I can see this stair. So it looks like I should, sorry about that. It looks like, let's see if I'm okay here. I don't know if I have enough head height before I clear here for this stair. So I'm going to click to DL. I know from the stair I need at least 6 by 8 inches of head height. Let's just see how we're doing it. So it looks like my room up here, it's like not quite working with my room up here, because I need to kind of get under this room so that I don't hit my head right here, right? Because I need to make a cutout in the floor for this stair, and right now it would make the cutout in the floor of this room. So I'm going to make my landing a little bit longer so that I kind of walk along this wall before I go up. So considering that, I'm going to go back to my level 1 floor plan. And I'm thinking that I want the end of the stair to be as close to this wall as possible. So I'm going to do another line here to help plan, DL. I'm going to come back 5 feet and then over 3 feet. And I don't even know if that's going to be enough. So let's see, if I edit my stairs, I'm going to select this. I'm going to move this whole thing MV. I'm going to move this from here to here. And that just extended my landing a little bit there. So I hit my green check mark, go and look back at our section. So right click, go to view. So now this has essentially been moved over. Yeah, so now it looks like we're pretty much clear of our, well, almost clear of this here. We're clear enough of that. So I'm going to move this wall back just a little bit so that it's clear of this. So I'm going to move it back maybe 1 foot. And now we should be good. Okay, the last thing I need to do for my stair, now that I've checked that it's not bumping into anything, is to add in a hole in this floor so that it goes through there. So I'm going to go up to my level 2 floor plans. I can find that in my project browser. And then I'm going to go to architecture. And then I'm looking for over here, I'm going to put in a shaft opening. So I click on shaft opening, and then I'm creating a boundary line for this. So I can see the end of my stair here. I'm going to have it be the end of my stair. I'm going to have it come all the way to this wall and over. Now you'll notice that I'm going to need to change my ideas for where that door goes, okay? Because right now I'm putting a hole right in front of the door. Okay, so then I'm going to hit the green check mark. This door I'm going to move, so I'm going to select my door, and I can just delete that, and I'm going to add in a new door. I'm going to put it on this wall. Okay, so now let's look at our section. So that section's not that helpful to us. So I'm going to move my section over so I can kind of look right through the stair. And I'm going to right click, go to view. So now you can see I can get all the way up the stair. And let's just double check how much height I have between this point and here. I have 7 feet, so I won't hit my head there. I'm all clear. Maybe the last thing is this window doesn't work very well with the stair. So I'm going to move this window so it's like right in the middle of that landing. And then maybe these other ones can move over a little bit more. I'm going to move these over this way. Okay. Oh, one last thing that I did forget about. If I go to let's look in 3D right now. So if I go here, I want to put on my section box. I'm going to go section box. And then I'm going to bring in this wall so I can kind of look inside and see what I'm doing. So you'll notice that right now there's no railing here, so I would fall down the stairs, which would be bad. So to fix that, I'm going to go to my level 2 floor plan. Let's delete this. Okay, I'm going to go over to railing, and then I can just click at the end here, and then bring it all the way back to that wall. And I want to change the type and properties from a handrail to a guardrail, and then hit the green check mark. So now I'm going to go back to my 3D view, and I should be all good. Okay, so this is the screenshot I want you to upload of your completed stair. Thank you.